Hello and welcome. You're watching the news at 3:30 with me, Shavan Sen. A continuing focus from the Delhi High Court. 16 minutes into the hearing, and this hearing has turned even more dramatic. We're getting you all the live updates. Joining me right now is also my colleague Ridham Anand Bhardwaj. Just to recap for our viewers what exactly is happening, Delhi High Court essentially taking a look at the hearing that is basically taking place with regards to the plea that has been filed by the Ministry of Home Affairs seeking clarification as far as coercive action not to be taken against the advocates. Ministry of Home Affairs seeking clarification whether at all it is limited only to the incident that took place at Tees Hazari, or does it go way beyond that. But lawyers essentially now demanding that action should be taken against the cops who had opened fire. As of now, the lawyers essentially demanding that action should be taken against the police. On the other hand, we've already seen the Ministry of Home Affairs essentially seeking clarification whether at all, when the High Court order basically came in, was it only limited to the coercive action to be taken against, not to be taken against the lawyers involved in the Tees Hazari incident, or does it go way beyond that? As of now, 4 FIRs have already been registered. We're given to understand the dramatic turn of events taking place at the Delhi High Court, where this hearing essentially taking place, where we are being told that whistling and hooting is basically taking place inside the Chief Justice's court. Lawyers allege that the media and the police are both provoking, and they've also sought for a gag on the media as far as this particular case is concerned, even alleging that perhaps the media has taken sides with regards to this entire event, saying that media has been essentially biased towards the police. Also, lawyers have been raising this question as to on what basis are the police essentially protesting at this point in time. On the other hand, as far as the police is concerned, remember, they have been also demanding that action should be taken against the lawyers, because without any provocation, the kind of events that took place at Tees Hazari Court and thereafter it's also outside Saket Court, they're demanding that it's time that action should also be taken against the lawyers. But right now, in the hearing that is taking place at the Delhi High Court, we're given to understand that the lawyers are essentially demanding action should be taken against the cops. Well, just to take our viewers through what has transpired so far, when the hearing began, ASG Maninder Acharya basically said that the order of no coercive step should only be limited to those 2 FIRs which were dated 2nd of November, and that the ministry is essentially seeking clarification. Mohit Mathur, who basically argued on behalf of the Delhi High Court Bar Association, said that the order is absolutely clear. It refers to the FIRs on the incident. Mohit Mathur thereafter has also read the High Court order of Sunday. Let me go across to Ridham Anand Bhardwaj, our legal editor. Ridham, just to put this in perspective, dramatic turn of events inside the Delhi High Court right now, 16 minutes into the hearing, and we're looking at the kind of events that are taking place where your lawyers are essentially demanding that media should be gagged. On the other hand, also saying that perhaps the media has been completely biased in their coverage.
Absolutely. Let's tell our viewers what's happening right now. Non-stop updates coming in. All right, let's tell our viewers the breaking news first coming in from inside the Delhi High Court. The order is being dictated. अब order dictate हो रहा है. Delhi High Court कह रहा है एक inquiry होनी चाहिए. Inquiry to be completed without the earlier order restricting coercive action against lawyers impacting the proc. All right, Delhi High Court कह रहा है कि मीडिया पे बैन नहीं होएगा. Very clearly, the Delhi High Court is saying there will be no ban on the media from reporting on the issue. अब Delhi High Court का order dictate हो रहा है. जैसे हम बात कर रहे हैं, Delhi High Court कह रहा है कि inquiry खत्म होगी. जो पहले inquiry चल रही थी, कोर्सिव उस पे कोई नजर नहीं पड़ेगी. दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट कह रहा है हम मीडिया पर बैन नहीं लगाएंगे. एक ऑर्डर पास्ड बाय द कोर्ट अर्लियर आर ओनली ऑब्जर्वेशंस इन अ मैटर ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन. अपने दर्शकों को बता दें, कुछ देर पहले एक माहौल क्रिएट हुआ था दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट चीफ जस्टिस के कोर्ट के अंदर, कोर्ट नंबर 1 में, जिसमें बहुत क्लियरली लॉयर्स हूटिंग कर रहे थे, लॉयर्स प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे, लॉयर्स विस्लिंग कर रहे थे और लॉयर्स कह रहे थे दिल्ली पुलिस का एकदम गलत यहाँ पे अटैक चल रहा है हम पे। वो कह रहे थे मीडिया पे हम पे अटैक कर रही है। उन्होंने क्लियरली कोर्ट के अंदर कहा है कि जो कंप्लेंट हमको फाइल करनी है दिल्ली पुलिस के अगेंस्ट वो बहुत क्लियरली नहीं हुआ। बट सबसे बड़ी खबर जो अभी एक 15 से 20 मिनट की हियरिंग के बाद आ रही है, दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट ने जो वकीलों की मांग थी कि मीडिया पे बैन लगाया जाए उसको एकदम इनकार कर दिया है, एकदम रिफ्यूज़ कर दिया है। इट इज़ द फंडामेंटल राइट अंडर द फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच एंड प्रेस अंडर आर्टिकल 19(1)(a अंडर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन कि मीडिया अपना जो बोलना चाहे, जो अपने दर्शकों को समझाना चाहे वो कर सकते हैं। वही सोचते हुए दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट ने बैन किया है। जो कोर्ट 1 के अंदर जो हम दृश्य देख रहे थे वो पहले कभी भी नहीं दिखे गए हैं, क्योंकि वकीलों ने एकदम शाउटिंग शुरू कर दी, वकीलों ने एक हूटिंग शुरू कर दी, विस्लिंग शुरू कर दी, सीटियां मारना शुरू कर दिया कोर्ट के अंदर। और कोर्ट के अंदर उन्होंने 3 से 4 मांगे की। सबसे पहले उन्होंने कहा पूरी एकदम इमीडिएट एक्शन होनी चाहिए दिल्ली पुलिस के अगेंस्ट। दूसरी बात उन्होंने कही है कि जो हमने पहले जब हम दिल्ली पुलिस के पास जाते हैं वो हमारी बात नहीं सुन रहे, वो हमारा पूरा जो भी हम उनके साथ करना चाहते हैं वो लोग नहीं कर रहे। सो द ब्रेकिंग न्यूज़ दैट्स कमिंग इन डिस्पाइट एवरीथिंग दैट द दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट हैज़ बीन टोल्ड, Delhi High Court refuses a media gag. It's a big win for the media that is reporting unbiased in the case. हम अपने दर्शकों को बता दें, जब से ये इंसिडेंट शुरू हुआ है सैटरडे से, मीडिया किसी का साइड बिना लिए एक दृश्य एक पूरा अपना रिपोर्टिंग कर रही है। और अब दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट ने भी कहा है एक इंक्वायरी ख़त्म की जाए, जो अर्लियर एक्शन विदाउट एक्शन। अच्छा, और ये भी कहा है जो मीडिया है उनके ऊपर कोई बैन नहीं होना चाहिए, इंक्वायरी ख़त्म होए। लेकिन कोर्ट में कहा गया था कि वकीलों ने कहा कि दिल्ली पुलिस हमारी कंप्लेंट एकदम ले नहीं रहे हैं। एंड कोर्ट हैड ऑल्सो बीन टोल्ड एट द सेम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम दैट द दिल्ली पुलिस very clearly was not going forward and they were not registering FIRs that we wanted, they were only registering FIRs they wanted. Let's tell our viewers the breaking news coming in from inside the courtroom. एक बहुत सिक्योरिटी डिप्लॉयमेंट ज़्यादा की गई है दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट में, सबसे पहली बात। दूसरी बात, कोर्ट के अंदर आज पहली बारी हमने देखा कि बहुत सारे बार एसोसिएशंस के हेड्स मौजूद थे, वकील मौजूद थे, जिन्होंने प्रोटेस्ट शुरू कर दी, शाउटिंग शुरू कर दी, विस्लिंग शुरू कर दी दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट के अंदर, कोर्ट 1 के अंदर, जहाँ पे जस्टिस पाटिल ये केस सुन रहे थे। अब जो सबसे बड़ी खबर है वो ये है कि मीडिया पर दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट ने बैन लगाने से मना कर दिया। ये मांग थी वकीलों की, जिन्होंने कहा कि मीडिया हमारा साथ नहीं दे रही, वो पुलिस वालों का साथ दे रही है। As we are speaking, Sahil, so very clear details coming in from the Delhi High Court. The Delhi High Court refuses to ban the media from reporting on the case. Okay, let's also tell our viewers now what's been happening inside the courtroom.
Well, a big development right now.
The case, and inside the courtroom we heard there was whistling, there was shouting, there were protests that began by these people, and very clearly what we saw inside the courtroom, Shravan, is unprecedented. The kind of language that was used, the kind of words that were uttered in the Delhi High Court have not been heard earlier. What is even more surprising, Shravan, is the kind of ban that has been asked for against the media by the Delhi police, by the Delhi lawyers. Let's tell our viewers, representing the lawyers in the courtroom was Mohit Mahathur, who's a senior advocate and the head of the Delhi High Court Bar Association. He made points. He said there should be an immediate arrest of the person who had fired on the lawyers in Tisazari. Secondly, he said that if we go with complaints to them, then our complaints are not being paid heed to. Thirdly, he said that no more FIR should be allowed to be registered by the Delhi police in this case. Fourthly, and more importantly now coming to us, he said there should be a ban, a gag on the media. Fifthly, they have said it's the police and the media that are attacking us. Taking everything into consideration, the Delhi High Court has passed a very wise order. They have refused any media gag in the case. They've also said the inquiry will continue as it was earlier, but they've given a rider here, which is very important. They say the order passed by the court earlier was an observation. It's a matter of investigation. They've ordered for the inquiry to be completed without the earlier order restricting coercive action against lawyers impacting That means earlier the court had stated that there should be no restrictive action against the lawyers, but now they are saying that earlier order should be as it is. We are refusing to ban the media. We order for the inquiry to be completed without the earlier order impacting the probe. So what we are getting a sense of is the Delhi High Court is trying its best to put its house in order despite the whistling and the cacophony show that was seen right here inside the courtroom for the first time. Amidst all this confusion, we're also being told that Delhi police approached to represent them in the Delhi High Court today and who might have said. So basically we are being told that both the sides. There is also at the same point of time we're being told section 392 of the IPC that's being put against the Delhi Police Corp. All right, I don't want to go into that, but the latest bit of information that's coming in from inside the Delhi High Court is what's very important. No media gag will be there, number one. Number two, in the dramatic hearing inside the courtroom, the lawyers asked for immediate action against the police. The court has said, let the inquiry go on. So very clearly, the court, the wisdom of the judges working here where the court says, despite everything you're saying, the inquiry shall happen. The kind of arguments made inside the courtroom by the lawyers were there should be an immediate suspension of the person who tried to raise fire, Shravan, on the lawyers at Tisari. Number two, they said that there should be an investigation on this entire protest that was started. They've said we were not allowed to use ITO. A big list of complaints that's coming in from the Delhi lawyers inside the Delhi High Court. This was accompanied by a lot of hooting, a lot of whistling, a lot of shouting protests inside the court one of the Delhi High Court, Shravan.
So it still appears right now, Rhythm, that lawyers are still shouting and hooting inside the court. As you rightly pointed out, that it's the wisdom of the judges at the Delhi High Court right now, essentially stressing upon the fact that there should be an impartial inquiry that should be carried out, stressing about the need for a proper, thorough investigation to be carried out, if I may understand at this point in time. This is exactly what the High Court is essentially suggesting. So clearly, at this point in time, it remains to be seen as to how the judicial inquiry basically pans out. And more importantly, as far as the Delhi police's investigation is concerned, how do they really take it forward? Because we are given to understand that as of now, 4 FIRs have already been registered. The investigation is already on. Statements have already been recorded with them. So clearly, at this stage, what's important is a thorough investigation to be carried out.
Absolutely. So let's tell our viewers the breaking news that's coming in. Earlier only the Tees Hazari incident was being probed. But now all the incidents that have been there will be probed by the Justice Garg investigation bench. And even as we are telling you this, there were slogans that were shouted against the Delhi police inside the Saket court. Piyush is bringing us that update. We also want to quickly go across to Nalini Sharma, who was reporting from the Delhi High Court to get a sense of what happened inside the courtroom. So if Nalini is there, we'll quickly go across to her also, Shravan. But let me tell our viewers 2 quick points. Earlier, the Justice Garg Commission was only looking at the Tees Hazari incident where there was a brawl between cops and lawyers for a parking issue. Now the Delhi High Court has asked the Inquiry Commission to look into the instances of violence that have broken out after the brawl. So the Commission's role has become more. They have been given more of an ambit to look into all the violence that has been holding Delhi to ransom. Either they say allegedly by the Delhi police or allegedly by the lawyers, but the Justice Garg Commission will be looking into both the things. If we have Nalini with us, we'll be quickly going across to her to get a sense of the unprecedented dramatic events that took place inside Court 1, Shravan, because reporting from inside, our legal correspondent can give us a sense about what was exactly happening inside the courtroom, where there was hooting, there was shouting. The decorum that needed to be maintained of the Delhi High Court was not maintained by the lawyers today, who just wanted their side to come forward. Also, the big news point coming in, viewers, a media gag that the lawyers had wanted has not been approved by the Delhi High Court. It is the right of the media under Article 19(1)(a) of the Constitution of India. We have the freedom of speech and expression, and that has been upheld by the Delhi High Court by refusing a media ban in the case.